First thing we want to talk about is vectors. The easiest idea or application to begin to understand vectors. Different people make different choices in this. If I've got 2 points in the coordinate plane, then I can choose one of these as the initial point and one of them as the terminal point of a vector. I have no idea what that means, but it'll be obvious in a minute. And then I can draw an arrow from the initial point to the terminal point. And this arrow is a vector. And I'm going to call this vector V. And when I write it on paper, I put a little arrow over it. If you see it in print, V would be bold-faced. And there are other possible notations. Okay, so I've got this vector and I'm going to call it V. Okay, now, what are the properties of V? V has a direction. Okay, its direction is from this point to this point. And V has a length. Or another term that we will probably use more often is magnitude, because not all vectors are point-to-point vectors. But they always have a direction, and they always have a magnitude that you can think of as what you would, the length of the vector would represent if you were to draw it on paper. Okay, other things. V can be drawn starting at any initial point. So, I'll say as long as we don't mess with its length or direction. Okay, that means that if I want to draw this vector from some other point, like maybe if this is the initial point, then all I have to do is bring this arrow over here, having the same length and the same direction. It's got to be parallel, it's got to be just as long. I bring it over to here, and it's going to look something like this. And this is still the vector V. I say it's the same vector. Some people say it's an equivalent vector. I don't distinguish. The vector V can go any place as long as the length and direction remain the same. Now, I'll stop here. That is what a vector is. At least that's our introductory idea of a vector. And this introductory idea goes a long way. We'll develop this just a little more.